Good day, grade 7s. Today we're going to look at our learning guide, and we're also going to talk about converting fractions into decimals and decimals into fractions. So the purpose of the learning guide is to showcase our learning at the end of the unit. And you need to be doing your learning guide on an ongoing basis throughout the whole unit. So far you should have done 1 to 3 in your learning guide. And almost every day you're going to get assigned more questions on the learning guide, and you should do this as we're going through, along with the quizzes and looking at the lessons in math as well. Okay, so we're just going to quickly look at number 3, and this is bringing fractions to decimals and indicating if it's a terminating fraction or a repeating. Terminating means it ends, it terminates, it stops. And repeating means the decimal keeps going and it's repeating the same thing. So like 0.4444 and or 0.252525. It just keeps repeating the same digits. Right. So any fraction we can convert to a decimal by dividing the numerator divided by the denominator. So again, if we look at a fraction like this, 1/2. To me, I always think this line here means it acts like division. So this is the same as 1 divided by 2. 1 divided by 2. If you're sticking this into your calculator, you're going 1, division sign, and 2. And you should get an answer of 0.5. The way we do this is by long division is we want to see how many times 2 goes into 1. So 2 goes into 1 0 times, and then we put a decimal and we add a 0. 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. The remainder is 0. So that is a decimal of 0.5, and it does terminate. We can do a similar thing with 1/4. One over 4 is the same as 1 divided by 4, so you can stick it into your calculator like that. 1, dividing sign, and 4. Or it's really asking how many times does 4 go into 1. 4 goes into 1 0 times, put a decimal, and add a 0. 4 goes into 10 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. We're adding another 0. Bring the 0 down. 4 goes into 25 times. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 minus 20 is 0, so we have a remainder of 0, and our decimal is 0.25. Both of these are terminating. They stop. 0.5, that's it. It doesn't go past that. And 0.25, that is it. Now let's look at going the other way. So what if I have a decimal and I want to make it into a fraction? So what about something like this? Let's look at 0.25 to start with. So when we're trying to convert a decimal to a fraction, at first I think, what is this? What does this mean? So this is my 10th spot, and this is the 100th spot. So I have 0.25, 25 hundredths. 25 hundredths, that's what I have. So I have, this is equal to 25 over 100. 25 hundredths. Now, I'm not, if you gave that to me as an answer, that would not be full marks, because you always need to reduce your fractions if you can. And if we look at our numerator and our denominator, what's the biggest number that goes into both? 25. So we can divide them both by 25. And we get 1/4, which we already know to be true. Let's do another one. What about 3/25? Okay, so this is tenths, hundredths, and then after hundredths is thousandths. So I have 325 thousandths. 325 thousandths. So 325 over 1,000. The other way to remember this is how many decimals you have. That's how many zeros you need. So I need 1 and 3 zeros. Okay, again, this is not going to be full marks. We need to reduce this. The very first thing I can see that divides, the thing that's shouting out at me, is 5. I can divide the numerator and the denominator by 5. So even though that's not a very big number, I might as well just start with that. 325 divided by 5 is 65. And 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. Okay, again, I can divide the top and the bottom by 5. I could have divided them by 25 to begin with, but that's okay that I didn't. This is just another way to do it. So 65 divided by 5 is 13. And 200 divided by 5 is 40. Now 13 is something we call a prime number. And a prime number means the only numbers that divide 13 are 1 and 13. So since 40 is not divisible by 13, this is reduced. This is my fraction. That's as far as I can go. Now, you can always check this. If I want to check to make sure that's right, I go 13 divided by 40, and my answer is 0.325, which is great, because that's what I got. Okay, we're going to end the video there. We just went over going from fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. Do I know how to end the video? Yes, I do. Here we go.